know how for breakfast you often get eggs with smoked salmon or smoked salmon with bagels or something like that? Well, today I sort of took that idea and I changed it up just a little bit. I'm making a scrambled egg recipe with fresh salmon. Chunks of fresh salmon with dill and just a splash of cream and scrambled eggs couldn't be faster, and it's a great way to get even more protein into your breakfast. I'm just cutting up this piece of salmon into cubes. It's a 6-ounce piece. Leave the cubes kind of big so they don't fall apart as you're cooking them. And then 6 eggs for your scrambled eggs. If you can get wild salmon, all the better. I think it's so much better, more delicious, better for the environment, and on and on and on. So, in fact, I almost never eat salmon unless it's organic, but I probably shouldn't say that. Whisk, whisk, whisk. I'm not adding anything to these eggs, though I am going to add a little splash of cream later while I'm cooking it, so I'm skipping it at this point. Time to cook. You're going to start with your salmon. The salmon's going to get cooked first in a non-stick skillet, so you don't need to use too much fat. Add a little bit of oil, maybe a tablespoon. When your pan is hot, you can add your salmon. Single layer, and then season with some salt and pepper. Fish cooks really quickly, so this is a great thing to make for breakfast in the morning. It doesn't add a lot of time, but it adds so much more substance to your breakfast. As long as you don't touch the non-stickness of the skillet, you can turn your cubes with tongs. They're much easier than trying to flip them over with a spatula. Just try not to scratch your non-stick surface. You want to cook these until they're opaque throughout. That should take about 5 minutes total. If you don't want to get any browning on there, you can cook at a lower temperature. It'll still cook through, but you won't get that goldenness. But I kind of like the crunchy contrast to the creamy eggs with the golden exterior of the fish. Add your eggs once you've gotten them almost completely done. Not completely done. Stir around. Oh, I forgot to season. Season your eggs. Oh my goodness. The horror. Stir it around. Now be careful of your fish because you don't want it to start breaking apart. Give it a little splash of heavy cream, not too much. I guess you could skip that part if you wanted to, but I love the richness that it adds. Keep cooking. If you wanted to, you could cook your salmon, take it out, cook your eggs, and then combine them at the last minute. Some people prefer that, but this works really nicely. As long as your fish isn't overcooked, it won't even fall apart. And then stir in some dill, as little or as much as you want, but like a tablespoon is probably a good start. Tear it over the top. Breakfast is done. I think it's such a fun take on it. I love it. Ready to eat? I know I am. I think this is a unique and delicious take on your standard salmon and eggs. Give it a try. The dill makes it.